wanted to touch base on my fitness journey that I said that was going to be part of my station. I have not been working on it, my fitness and health in any way, shape, or form, and it's gotten really bad. It's gotten to the point where I'm not okay. Like, I'm not comfortable in my own skin. And so I am on day 2 now of working through my eating habits. I'm doing okay. It is 2:53 p.m. Let me tell you, yesterday was okay. I had to work through some things, obviously. I am not going to just completely cut everything out of my life and be like, okay, I'm done with it, because that's not unreasonable. What's the word I'm looking for? Unrealistic. So I am working on slowly cutting things back as opposed to cutting them out. So I'm doing okay, but this is day 2, and because my body is so used to an excessive amount of sugar and an excessive amount of, carbs and all this shit, excuse me, because my body is so used to it, my body is so tired right now. And I'm used to feeling this way just because all that junk and stuff, it takes so much out of your body to break all that junk down that it's exhausting, and you don't have to do anything at all for you to get tired when you're eating like that. Well, when your body is, getting rid of that excessive amount of garbage, your body is also very, very tired because you're kind of detoxing yourself in a way. So, I'm used to having like a big bowl of cereal, whatever it may be. It could be like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Trix or whatever. I had a piece of toast with a over easy egg for breakfast. Just 1 slice of toast, not 2. So I am working on it. Yesterday, I did really, really well, considering, I just had an eye-opening, and I was like, I'm done. I am so done with this being my way of life, because it wasn't always that way. When we lived in a different area, I would work out all the time. I would do squats, and I would do lunges and jumping jacks and planks and all this stuff, and I would measure out my food. I'd measure out my cereal. I'd only eat certain types of cereal. Measure out my cup of milk for it, because milk is really not that good for you. It is in a way, but then it's not, because you have to kind of think that milk is cow breast milk. And what that is trying to do is that is trying to give nutrients to a 300-pound cow. Okay? We're not 300-pound cows, and we should not be 300 pounds, period. So that's part of it. So I would measure everything. I wouldn't really touch the junk food. I'd have ice cream, but not as much as I have been. And like I said, I would work out every night. My bedroom in my old place was much bigger and had a lot of natural lighting, so it was more inviting to me as far as wanting to get up and move. Here it's different because the houses are closer together. There's a porch, so the porch has another porch on top of it because it's a 2 family home, so not very much sunlight gets in as far as that goes, and it's kind of a downer, but I need to just get over it. So I have gotten to the point where my body is like so used to all this junk, and it's just like ridiculous. I mean, I don't have headaches right now, which is really, really great because I am very prone to headaches. But I am so tired. Like, I could probably pass out right now. Right now. But I got out of the house. I did some stuff with my son, and I've been watching what I've been eating. So, like, for lunch, I had less than a half a sub left from dinner because I had a half a sub last night for dinner with turkey, and there's oil, no mayo. And so I cut half of the other half for my son, and so we split the last little, what is it, a quarter, just now for, well, not just now, but for lunch. And that's what I've had so far. I'm hungry, but I'm gonna have a bottle of water and maybe a cup of coffee to see if that'll help. I'm not in any way, shape, or form starving myself, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to be like, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. And like I said, I'm just cutting back. So right now I'm working on portions, and I'm working on being like, okay, you don't need that right now, you don't need that, period, and you don't need that much of that. So that's that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start doing monthly weight check-ins. I don't know if I'm going to record them here on my station, or if I'm going to just jot it down in a notebook. So I want to talk about somebody who I know also struggles with her self-image. Trisha Paytas or whatever. Probably butchering her name, and I'm sorry for that. She had recently went through a breakup. I mean, they're back together and they're fine now, but she went through a breakup with her boyfriend because he had brought up her weight. And she was extremely hurt by it, and I can understand somebody else who struggles. As someone else who struggles with my self-image, I can understand. But let me just give a shout out real quick, because that girl, if you've ever watched one of her mukbangs where she eats, I mean, crazy amounts of food. She'll eat a burger and pancakes and ice cream sundaes and french fries and like all this stuff she eats. And she's not that big. Like, she might have those images, like those self-image issues, but she's really not that big. So like I said, she's really not that big for the amount of food that she intakes. I don't think I intake as much as that, or even like a quarter of that, maybe a quarter, I don't know. But girl, you are not fat. If you feel comfortable in a short dress and a bikini and you're good, you're fine. Like, you ain't seeing my fat ass in no bikini. Just saying. Alright. Bye.